Hello interwebs, welcome back to the Ideal channel. Now, we've had this Jeep for about a month now, and we have been getting asked time and time again, how did you get such an insane deal on this JL Jeep Wrangler Rubicon with the EcoDiesel? So I thought I'd make a video about it because I actually did it all from, well, inside the house, and it wasn't that tough. It took a little bit of research, but I love getting the best deal possible, and I truly believe that I figured out exactly how to do that. So if you're in the market for a new Jeep, or if you just want to learn how to get the absolute best deal on any new vehicle, this is how you do it. So buckle up, and let's go. So one of the first things I like to do when I'm looking at a brand new vehicle is go online and build one myself, my ideal spec, and see how much it actually comes out to be. That'll give us a good baseline of MSRP, and then we can start negotiating from that price with different dealers in the area, and we might actually look beyond the local area to find the best deal. So I'm gonna search Jeep Wrangler and go to the Jeep website and start building my ideal spec Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. So scroll down to the bottom and select Rubicon, and we're gonna go black. So we'll quickly go through this. I'm not gonna upgrade the wheels. Standard tires are great, no door hinge. The dual top group is the one that I think is the best of both worlds. With interior, I don't think opting for the leather makes a whole lot of sense. There's better aftermarket. Definitely want that 8.4-inch display as well as that premium audio. Can't go wrong with that. The floor mats, there's better aftermarket options. Remote start, definitely. And with that, they're gonna make me get the automatic transmission, which is okay because I wanna get the EcoDiesel. So I will continue. And we want this display. We definitely want the advanced safety group. The adaptive cruise control is money so well spent. And you also want to get the trailer tow package. It costs about double this to install it aftermarket. Safety group, yeah, why not? LED lighting group, definitely some of the best headlights that you can get. Bumper upgrade, we'll go aftermarket with that. Cold weather, definitely get it for the heated steering wheel and the seats. Smoker group, I'll pass. And we're gonna go with that turbo diesel. And this thing, we've owned this vehicle for about a month, and although it doesn't come with a 6-speed manual transmission, this thing is an absolute beast and we love it. And there is our Jeep, roughly $58,225. And at this point, I would suggest starting the buying process online. You have nothing to lose, and you'll start getting some quotes from some competitive dealers, and you never know. They might come up with a pretty good price. Now, the one thing about this though is it's showing pre-built models, and if you want your exact spec with the features that you chose, you're gonna have to do a custom order. And that's what we did, and usually it's a lot harder to negotiate when it's a custom order, but I figured out a way to get a ton off of the invoice price. Okay, so you have your Jeep built, here's the net price, has all the features that you want. Now scroll down, and you're gonna wanna download that PDF because now you're gonna wanna start emailing different dealers and getting a price quote out the door for the vehicle that you've built. And so I emailed 3 different dealers within the area, and they all came back at or above MSRP for a custom build. And that just wasn't gonna fly. So I started doing a little bit more research, and I figured out that there really was a better way. So I found this website that has a bunch of different Jeep dealerships all throughout the US. And here I am up in Seattle, and so I pinged all 3 of these different dealers. And what's so great about this site, it shows you roughly what they'll give you below invoice. And so I pinged all 3 of these with my build sheet, and unfortunately all 3 of them came back at MSRP. And I believe the one up here actually came up a little bit above MSRP. So because I was building a brand new vehicle, I expanded my search a little bit. And as I looked around, I found over in Idaho, Peterson Dodge Chrysler Jeep had a 7% below invoice. So I sent Kent the exact same PDF, and it came back at 7% under invoice by literally doing nothing, which that is a huge win. So if you're willing to shop beyond your local area, especially if you're buying a brand new vehicle, this is an absolute great way to save money. Now, I'll link to the Wrangler deals down in the description so you can take a look at it yourself, but by not constraining yourself to just the local area and what deals the local dealerships will give you, you really increase your chances of getting a killer deal on your new vehicle. Now, I wasn't finished yet because this Jeep was gonna be a surprise for my fiance, and I know how hard she shops for her clothes and how good a deal she tells me she gets all the time. I knew I had to squeeze the lemon for as much juice as possible. And so I scoured the internet for any more discounts or rebates, and I found a good one. Now, if you're gonna buy a Jeep, I highly recommend you sign up for Tread Lightly. Now, Tread Lightly, essentially what you do is you give a donation of $100 right here, and it will give you an extra 1% below invoice off. So basically you donate $100 to Tread Lightly and they're gonna send you a pack of tire discounts, but more importantly, they're gonna enroll you into the Chrysler affiliate program. And by doing so, you're now able to buy a car, truck, or SUV at 1% below invoice. So we started this video paying MSRP for a new truck, and now we're at the point where we're getting 8% off of invoice, which is absolutely unheard of, especially for a Rubicon model, which Fiat Chrysler literally never discounts. But I had one more trick up my sleeve to really get the best deal I possibly could on this Jeep. And real quick, this is more intermediate to advanced because you have to understand financing and you can get yourself in a whole lot of trouble if you don't use credit cards correctly. But let me show you what I did. You see, anytime I'm gonna make a large purchase, and in this case, it's gonna be a $58,000 to $60,000 rig, and I'm gonna put money down, I look for a credit card that has the best incentives that will put money back in my pocket if I open up a new one. And again, this is intermediate to advanced, but if you know you're going to pay off the credit card and not put yourself in worse financial trouble, this is an incredible way to save a little bit of money. And so the intro offer for a lot of these cards was nothing. Some of these will have air miles, but here's $200, which is getting a little bit warmer. And if I scroll all the way down, we find a credit card with $750 off. And that is bonus cash back if you spend $7,500 on purchases in the first 3 months after opening the account. Now you have to look at the fine print anytime you're opening up a credit card, but this is exactly what I did. And because I knew I'd be spending quite a bit of money on mods, I knew that $7,500 was definitely doable. I can't believe I'm saying that right now, but essentially we were able to spend the $7,500 and get $750 back into our pocket by literally just opening up a credit card. Now, ultimately, the build price, the MSRP for our Jeep Wrangler Rubicon EcoDiesel came out to $60,160. And that price is the manufacturer's suggested retail price. And since it usually shows up on a sticker on the car, it's also known as the sticker price. But we were negotiating based off of the invoice price. And I'm not gonna dig into it too much right here, but essentially the invoice price is the price the dealer pays the manufacturer for each option, as well as the car. And the MSRP is essentially the margin between the invoice, what the dealer pays, and then what they wanna make as far as profit on the consumer, which is you. So if we're able to negotiate down from the invoice price, we're essentially paying less than what the dealer paid for the vehicle to get it to their lot. Oh, that's a long way up. Now, you're probably scratching your head right now going, why would a dealer sell me a vehicle for less than what they paid for it? And there's a couple of good reasons. One is that dealers don't make money on new vehicles normally. They're set up to sell quantity. And when they sell quantity, they then reach quotas set by the manufacturer and they get huge kickbacks. So if the Chrysler dealership hits the certain quota and hits that number that's set by Jeep, they could be looking at kickbacks in the 6 to 7 figure range. And so for them to sell a unit at a loss, but instead hit their quota at the end of the quarter means huge financial gains. Plus, if you understand how a dealership works, they make a lot of their money on service as well as F&I, which is finance and insurance. And so when you're going through the financing process for the vehicle, they will sometimes make a little bit of money on the monthly interest rate that you pay, the APR, for the vehicle, as well as any of those goodies that they sell you like tire protection or paint protection or windshield protection. Those things are marked up about 90%. So when we were buying this Jeep JL, we said no to all of that, although we did finance with them because they were able to match the rate that we were able to get through our local credit union. So how much were we able to save below invoice? Well, You take the 7% that we were able to get right off the top by reaching out to Peterson over in Idaho. Then by signing up for Tread Lightly, we were able to get another 1% off, so that's 8%. And then by signing up for that Chase business card, we were able to get another $750 off because we were gonna spend the money anyway. So if you add it all up, we were able to get roughly 10% off of invoice for a brand new 2021 JL Rubicon EcoDiesel, which is absolutely insane when you consider that we could drive this thing for a year, put about 10,000 miles on it, and sell it for more than we bought it for. So it's not raining. I'm gonna get out of the rain. This remote start is so cool. Look at that. So essentially, if you're buying a brand new car, truck, or SUV for you, do as much research as possible, scour the forums, the Facebook groups, and figure out what other people are paying and how they're paying that much. After doing just a few hours of research, I was able to figure out how to get the absolute best deal and save an insane amount of money on our brand new Jeep. And we should go ask my fiance real quick what she thinks of it. So I have a quick question.
What's your question?
What do you think of your new Jeep?
Oh, I love Tina.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you think about us saving a bunch of money buying our new Jeep?
Ooh, I like that even better.
Yeah. So as you can tell, you guys, not only was it a ton of fun to search for a new vehicle, and in fact, I would suggest you just do it for fun, just to get the process down. And if used cars are more your thing, well, definitely go check out our Ideal Car Strategies because it teaches you how to buy a car like a pro, and you can use a lot of what you learn in that with new vehicle purchases as well. But if you shop any deal hard enough and you understand the process to get the best deal out there, it actually gives you kind of the upper hand, and it's a really fun game to play. So if you enjoyed this content and you love ideal cars, trucks, or SUVs, please hit that subscribe button if you're new and hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. I think I have just as much fun buying cars as I do driving them. So this video was a ton of fun to make. I hope you enjoyed it and keep living the ideal lifestyle.